All right, let's stay with the IEC and what they are expected to do this weekend. And let's speak to Ziniko Mhlaba now, who is following this particular story. Ziniko, good morning to you. One of the conversations we've not had is people who work or who are regarded as essential workers, including the old people and infirm. Those kinds of people, they qualify under the category of special votes. How important is that for the IEC, and have they started drumming up that particular kind of conversation in order for people to know when it is that they can apply for special votes?
That's correct, Oli. You'll remember that even the members of the media themselves fall under that category of special votes. So we'll be finding out from the IEC in terms of how much harder have they pushed in terms of ensuring that those special voters do have the latest information in terms of where, when and how they can apply for their registration ahead of the general elections here in Gauteng and in other provinces as well. So talking about the numbers, remember that Gauteng is one of the biggest provinces in South Africa in regards to population of its citizens, but also followed by KwaZulu-Natal, which is the second biggest province by population in the country. So there were several challenges the province faced last time around, especially when it comes to the turnout, which has been the problem for the country in recent election years, whether it's local government elections or it's general elections. So we're about to get a sense of how this province is getting up in terms of ensuring that people do come out and vote, and that the results of the actual elections do reflect the high number of South Africans residing here in South Africa. But also remember that this is one of the biggest provinces in terms of having people coming from other provinces who have settled here in South Africa. So how are all those dynamics affecting the preparations of this province? I'm joined now by Nthabi, Tsipana, who's the provincial manager of IEC in Gauteng. Mama, thank you very much for your time. Talk to us about the special dynamics faced by your province in terms of your work ahead of the elections.
We are facing situations of temporary voting stations. We are going to be erecting tents in most of them. We have 204 of such venues. And looking at the weather in Gauteng, we're expecting rain this weekend. And we are hoping that our temporary infrastructure will hold, and we will service the South Africans in Gauteng with the distinction that they deserve. But another matter is that of issues of community unrest that seem to increase in numbers towards events of this nature. We are working tightly with the police, and we have identified a number of those spots, and members of SAPS are looking into that. Otherwise, we are okay, we are ready to go.
I mean, you talk about the temporary infrastructure which you'll be using this weekend. Can you tell us more, in which areas or in which municipalities are you going to have those temporary shelters specifically for this particular weekend? And have those structures been, put up? Because they're talking about people having to go there as early as they can tomorrow morning.
I indicated that we have 204 of such structures in Gauteng, and they are across the province. We have 9 municipalities. A large number of them are in the metros. The city of Johannesburg has the highest number of tents, followed by Tshwane. Ekurhuleni as well has got tents, and other local municipalities. So we have temporary infrastructure in all these municipalities. And the setting up of this infrastructure has started. In Johannesburg, we are told about 6 of the 66 stations are up already, and that is ongoing. By end of business today, around 6 o'clock, all these stations must be up. We are doing this because as early as 8 o'clock tomorrow, these facilities must be up and running so that the voters can comfortably go in and register.
Okay, talk to us about the special votes. How is the Gauteng province getting up for them, for those people who must do, who do qualify to vote or to register, through the special permits, especially when it comes to elders and the people with physical challenges? How far is that process, and do you think enough has been done to create awareness about that information?
If you're talking about special registrations for people who are elderly, that work has been ongoing. Requests have been received by our local officers to go visit old age homes, to go visit people that are not able to come and register. We have democracy education field workers who we send out from time to time to go carry out this particular responsibility. So with regards to that particular aspect, we are fine. In terms of special voting, there will be a time on the election timetable which indicates when the special votes application can commence. And members of the community will be informed both by media and by word of mouth that they can apply to be visited on special votes. And you'll recall that special votes precedes the days of elections. So that is what we'll be doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. That's Ma'am Nthabi, who speaks for the IEC in Joburg. Actually, she's the manager of the IEC in Gauteng. So she's the provincial head of the IEC here in one of the biggest provinces in terms of population here in South Africa. Well, today they are spending the day here in Alexandra just to make sure that everything is in order. And we also understand that this is one of the biggest voting or registration sites here in Gauteng for the IEC. So they are here to monitor and just check if everything is in order ahead of Saturday and Sunday. That's the latest from us. Mr. Nthabi is back to you in studio for now.
Ziniko Mhlaba up and about following the work of the IEC as they try to conclude their work in the final voter registration drive this weekend.